goal is to try to teach all the little specific details that go into teaching the scramble versus any offense that you're going to see throughout the season. You've seen in the other scramble videos and in the book how we talk about the 1-2-2 set, a point, 2 wings and 2 low post men. Now we're going to move to the chalkboard and go to a 1-4 high set. How do we handle those situations? Let's take a look. Of course, we always know in the scramble we have to have ball pressure. So X1 is going to be putting pressure on the ball. This is going to be a 5-on-5 thumbs down situation. So we're going to tell X2 he's going to be guarding O2. X4 is got O4. X5 is guarding O5. And X3 is guarding O3. We've already told our team we're going to be in thumbs down and we want to invite the wing pass. We want to invite the wing pass so we can get the wing player trapped. As O1 brings the ball down the floor, let's say he takes the ball to the right and makes this wing entry. X1 will try to beat the ball to that spot and trap. Now the question comes in, who is the goaltender? Who is the interceptor, or who are the interceptors? All right? The simple answer is who's going to be the goaltender is going to depend on whether O5 or O4 goes low. Whichever one goes low, that is the goaltender. So if O4, in a typical situation, as the ball was passed, he slid to the low post, he immediately is the offensive player on the ball side, which means X4 becomes the goaltender. X5 then becomes the high post interceptor, looking to pick off any pass into the high post. X3 automatically then, there's only one position left, and that is the interceptor who's looking for the reversal pass. He will rotate up and take O1, eliminating the possibility of a reversal pass. In the 1-4 high set, one of the very typical options is the UCLA cut. The one man will enter the ball to the wing and dive off of the high post man. He'll end up on the low block or possibly in the short corner. In this situation, in thumbs down, X1 and X2 trapped O2 at the wing. When O1 passed it, while the ball was in the air, X3 was on his rotation to the top. X4 was ready to play anybody that cut to the basket, whether it be O4 or O1. X5 became the goaltender, guarding the basket, and is ready to move up into the high post and become the high post interceptor if his man stays high and O4's man goes low. If O4's man goes low, or O4 has to switch onto the UCLA cutter, like we see in this situation, X4 then becomes the goaltender. X4 will front the point guard as he goes. X3 will fill in and be an interceptor in this area right in here. And X5 will move up into that high post area. X1 and X2 have O2, the ball handler, in a trap at the wing. O1 has made his UCLA cut and has now stepped to the corner to relieve the pressure. O2 cannot get it to O5, who is flashed into the high post and even further out. X3 is ready to pick that off. So the likely pass then goes to the corner, short corner or beyond, to O1. When that happens, in thumbs down and in the scramble, we're going to continue to trap. Normally, in thumbs down, we're one trapping out because the team is trying to reverse it out of the trap. But if they continue to attack, we will continue to attack them. If O2 gets the ball to O1, X2, his man made the pass, he will come down and trap. X4 will release from the basket and trap the corner man. X5 will then become the goaltender and front the low post. X3 then will release and cover the high post area. And X1, who was in the original trap, as X2 leaves to go trap, he will become an interceptor. He will be in this area. X3 will play the high post area, and X5 will front the low post, and he'll be here. Let's take a look at it again. We have O1 in the trap with X2 and X4. We know we're going to have two interceptors. One of them, X1, is going to be the reversal interceptor. He's going to look for any pass out of the trap coming back out. X3 becomes the high post interceptor. We know someone is going to flash into that area. We're going to anticipate that and take it away. In fact, we're going to anticipate it, and as they flash into that area, we're going to make it look open. We're going to allow that passer in the trap to think, oh, the flash worked. And as the ball is in the air, X3 is going to shoot that gap and pick it off. X5 is our goaltender. He's back guarding the goal, fronting the low post. We have O1 in a double team in that trap, and he's in trouble, and he knows it. But if you look at the court, every time we trap, we have three to the ball. We have X2 and X4 as trappers. We have X1, X3, and X5 working together. Three men to the ball side, everybody collectively working together to keep pressure on the opponent, to force a mistake or a very difficult shot. The question then comes up, suppose they do get a shot. Even if it's a bad shot, it looks like we're out of position for rebounding. And the fact of the matter is, that's true. But oftentimes what we have found is offensive players, as good as some may be, that when the ball comes out of the trap and they get the shot, there's a lot of standing around. Whereas our players are trained to come out of that trap knowing that if a shot were to go up, if the pass was complete and this guy shot the basketball, X2 would be on the run and X4 would be moving toward the basket. And you often rebound better when you're on the move than you do when you're standing still. We may not have perfect blockout positions, but we feel we can rebound very well when we get the trappers to the basket. Let's take a look at the 1-4 high set versus thumbs up. As the ball handler approaches midcourt, O1 is under pressure by X1. As he gets to the midcourt line, he is going to be trapped. X1 and also X2, who is going to leave his man to form the trap. X4, X5, and X3 must work together. We must get three players to the ball side. The term we use three to the ball is for all of our scramble defenses. We want the two trappers to have three teammates on the ball side. We want them to get to the ball. So we'll use the expression three to the ball, letting those other three guys know you're not in the trap, but you must get in the action. In this particular case, X4 knows he must inch out to cover and split O2 and O4. X5 knows he must move towards the midcourt foul line area to split O4 and O5. X3, who is likely to be an interceptor, will start rotating toward the ball side because he knows we want three to the ball. These guys are all moving in this direction. So a pass from O1 to O2, X4 is anticipating. He might even pick that pass off. A pass from O1 to the high post, X5 should be inching over. He might even pick that pass off. And if O1 tries to throw cross court to O5, X3 might pick that pass off. Three to the ball, everybody moving to the ball side. You always move in the direction of the ball when you're in the scramble. As the ball goes to the right, everybody's moving to the right side of the floor. as you face the basket. If the ball is then passed out of the trap, we know X1 is going to run. He's going to seal the trap. He's going to try to beat the ball there. He and X4 will then be the trappers. X2, who came up for the first trap, has now moved here to play the reversal. X5, who covered the high post initially, now has to get to the ball side again and become the goaltender. X3 moved to look to take away the reversal. He now has moved into the high post. So again, the ball is back at the wing. We'll have X2 as an interceptor. He'll be right in the midcourt area. X3 will be in the high post, right in here. Let's eliminate all these others. We don't care where the offense is. We want to be anticipating the pass. We'll have an interceptor for the reversal, an interceptor in the high post, and a goaltender guarding the basket. If the point guard is down by the basket, he's got him. If it's the four-man down there, he's got him. Let's take a look at the 1-4 high set with a different alignment after the ball crosses midcourt or after the ball has been passed to the wing. Let's say, for example, 05 decides he's going to slide to the low post, or they're going to screen for each other here, bringing him to the low post. Any post-to-post screen is an automatic switch. If 05 doesn't use it, if he just cuts to the basket, his man would stay with him, front him, and immediately become the goaltender, the guy who guards the basket. He is taking away the layup, the inside pass. Anybody that moves toward the basket in the 1-4 high set, if there's no cutting or no screening, you stay with your man. But if there's a screen, it's switched. If your man slides to the low block, you front him. In this particular case, if 05 slides, he becomes the goaltender. That leaves X4 in the high post. He becomes an interceptor. If the pass were thrown, X1 would go trap with X2. They would become trapper 1 and trapper 2. X3 would become the reversal interceptor, and we would have our thumbs down set. The same is true in thumbs up. All screens are switched. If a guy slides to the low post, he's your man. You stay with him, you front him, you become the goaltender. I hope this portion of covering the 1-4 high set will help you when you're facing that kind of offensive alignment. I hope this answers the questions for you that a lot of high school coaches have asked me over the years. Once it's in the trap, the rotations always remain the same. If the ball comes out of the trap, back out for a reversal pass, our point guard, X1 or trapper 1, he continues to run, because if you leave your man to go trap, like X1 did in this situation, he must then run to find the open man, and he must run to where his help came from. So if the ball were passed and thrown back to 01, X3 would play him. If he was late getting there, he would pressure the ball. X1 would have to run across the court to find the open man, who would be 03. If as he's running, 05 says, hey, I'm closer, I'll take him, he goes, he runs to where his help came from, and he covers 05. Let's take a look at the 1-4 high, but this time with a high post entry. We don't really like this play. We discourage it. If we see a team is doing it too often, we will go thumbs up immediately and try to take the ball out of the point guard's hands, and we will try to get our post players to be a little bit more aggressive in picking off the direct pass to the high post. But if we're in thumbs down, we're expecting the pass to go to the wing, and the ball is entered to the high post, we're still going to be in thumbs down. We're still going to trap the postman. Let's take a look at a very typical high post entry. 0-1 has come down the floor and is dribbling toward the wingman. He's under tremendous pressure from X1, and we're really looking for the wing pass. X2 is not really denying. We're trying to invite that pass. And one of the reasons he's not denying is because if the pass doesn't go to the wing, if it goes directly to the high post, we want to avoid being caught on the back door. We want to avoid giving them a backdoor layup to start their offense. So we will pressure at the point. We will pressure at the wing, but it's not total denial. We want to be ready for that pass to go to the wing. When the pass goes to the high post and he starts to get beat on the back door, X2 must play that. But only the first two steps, which would take him right to the 3-second lane. Once he's left